Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Monday, and it is build day 211. Yes, build day 211 on the build schedule out at Villa FELIZ, and it is a beautiful Monday morning. We have mostly blue skies, but just very thin clouds up in the sky today. So, again, it is the beginning of the work week, and since yesterday we only had like an abbreviated crew and abbreviated work schedule yesterday, I'm hoping today is a full crew and a full work schedule today as well. Remember, roofing is a priority, and I think a lot of that will get done. I think we'll be very close to a closure on getting the roof done, but we also have to address the small issues, which are really large issues, for the waterproofing in the roofing area near the lanai on the second floor. So we will take a close look at that today as it goes. I have my electric battery powered drill here, and I'm gonna do a little bit of work on those grill frames today, the doors that are gonna go on there, while Kimpy, my foreman, I believe he's gonna be working on the back, or somebody's gonna be working on the back, finishing up those tiles. So I'm excited I really want to get that grill in and operational and get some gas and get that thing running. So anyway, let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, can I get your picture this morning? Morning, Roy and Michelle.
Hi, good morning.
How's everybody today?
Hi, my friend. What's
Oh,
that?
you're not well.
Yes, I'm busy.
Why?
Because I have a, what do you call this? 7-Eleven?
Oh, you have nose dripping.
No,
Is this
siphon.
okay?
In Tagalog, siphon.
Okay.
You
I thought we were playing the game of charades here, where you do all this, and I have to guess what you're saying.
They like tulong-tulong.
Oh, you have but is it runny nose?
Yes, runny nose. I can
maybe.
so fast running. Work patama.
Anyway, I'm going into work. I see you guys later. Have a great day. Morning, Ruben. Morning, Tess. How are you today? Anything good tonight?
Fried fish and vegetables.
Fried fish and vegetables?
Squash with beans, string beans.
The thin fried fish and vegetables.
The big vegetables.
Okay.
One fish and one vegetable.
One fish and one vegetable. That'll work. All right, thanks. I'll see you later. Have a good. Hey, Lola Janet. Have a good. So remember I told you that it's going to be really soon and the sugar cane is going to be so high you're not going to be able to see Mount Muckaluck? Well, we're getting to that point, and it doesn't help that it's kind of cloudy back around Muckaluck area over there, but I can hardly see it now. But I can see it from other spots, so that's a good thing because it's a beautiful sight. And I got some wonderful pictures of Muckaluck, some late evening sunsets, and I'm saving those up. And when we get done with this series and we start moving into the next series of doing things like gardening and travel and things like that, I'll add some of those in the collage at the very end of the episode segments. Good morning. Hey, you better hurry up. Keep going. You have to keep going. His vehicle's coming. Keep going. It's not safe. See you later. That's my friend Louise. I don't know how old he is. I don't even know if he has a driver's license. But anyway, I want to start out this morning because we have a few shout outs, and I would like to space them out today here and there so they're not all in one area. And the first shout out today goes to one of the subscribers who actually visited me here. He and his son visited me here in, I think it was the first week in May, one of the earlier visitors to Villa FELIZ, who came from, I think they were coming from Germany. Yes, I'm sure they were coming from Germany. And his name is Vic, and his son's name is Ken. And Ken is celebrating his I think it's his 11th birthday. I'm pretty sure it's his 11th birthday. I'm gonna have to go back and check if it's wrong. But anyway, it's Ken's birthday today, and they live over in South Korea right now. So anyway, happy birthday, Ken. Good morning. 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 Good morning. So anyway, I'm going to get started here in a few minutes doing some of the detailing. I haven't set up the Bahay Kubo yet for the home working office. I had a visitor, several visitors that came by first thing this morning. And we, from time to time, we get some of the local companies around here, especially lately since we're approaching the end of the project and we have to have some landscaping done. And we've been approached by several landscapers around here, and what we're doing, my wife and I are submitting our desires on how we want the yard done. Of course, you already know that the front yard, my wife wants a Zen garden type of environment, and I want like a Japanese botanical gardens in the back area. And but today we're visited by folks from and it's Marisigan's garden, and this is these guys right here, Marisigan's garden, and this is Fernando, and Fernando, am I correct? Fernando, and yes. You're the owner, and he's the owner, and what they are doing is we're going to sit down together. I'm going to show them the diagram of the layout of the yard, and what they will do, just like everybody else, they will do a proposal. And we'll review the proposal, we'll review the costs involved inside like that. And eventually, this is October, so we want to start doing actual landscaping probably sometime in November should get started. So everything will be ready for the completion of the job in December when we do the move-in. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to talk with these folks real quick, well, maybe not so quick, we'll see. And then we'll get back into the detailing and start working, especially on that grill on the back porch. I'll be back in just a minute. This is the big boss. So anyway, today has been not very much content on the build today, but today's a big day for visitors here. And it's not visitors just for regular visitors like subscribers or people just coming to visit the site. It's for contractors. We have vendor contractor type people coming today. So the first one, and I just got done doing a walk around the lot and things like that for the landscaping. But today we have Cold Avenue. Do you remember Cold Avenue? These are our guys who are doing our AIRCON, and they are here doing all the piping today, all the cabling and the pipes, everything that's going through all those hidden pipes inside the wall. going through the attic space, going to where we are going to put the outdoor units for the split units on the back of the house.
Oh. Ah.
So you're probably saying to yourself, James, what is he doing to your fence? Well, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's making my fence shorter. We made a determination that the height of the fence is going to be so restrictive. Our original amount was supposed to be 1.2 for the height, and that's the 1.2 meter is the restriction for the concrete hollow block height on the fence line. Well, after we did the 1.2 and they actually put some remember they coated the top. You can see that they probably put like 20 centimeters on top of the top finishing with the plastic coat. That brings it up to about 1.4. And remember, it's 1.2 anyway for the maximum height restriction for the concrete hollow block. So what we have to do is we're going to have to cut off at least 0.2 to bring it down to what we need to for the deeds and restrictions. So at the same time, I'm like, even that's too high. So I asked my builder, I said, because the front, remember I showed you the height on the front, we want it very low profile so you can see the front yard very clear. It's supposed to be a thing of beauty. We don't want a prison back here. So in the front, remember 60 centimeters of concrete hollow block, give a little bit for mortar, and then a little bit of finishing on the top of the plastic coat. Brings it to about 70, less than 1 meter. So what I said on the back, for all the area in the back, it should be just a little bit higher of a profile than on the front. This will be a little bit higher, but plenty of viewing through the fencing material. So we're going to do 1 meter instead of 1.2 meter in the back. So that's what he's cutting right now. He's cutting about 40 centimeters of concrete hollow block off the top. We'll do a finishing, and it'll be a very attractive fence line. So what these guys are doing, they're chipping around the concrete hollow block where the pipes are going to go for the AIRCON unit that's going to end up going through the attic space up here. You see that the chipper, the electric chipper they have? Can you imagine if this team would have had that from day one? We would be like 2 months ahead on our plan. So what the AIRCON guys, they got all the copper pipe and the power cables and everything. They got it from where the head goes right here, all the way through the concrete hollow block into the attic system or the roofing truss system up there. And then what they will do, this section that they're putting up right now, that will be coupled to that portion right there, getting us through that. Well, anyway, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but we do not have the roofing team today. I thought I saw them earlier this morning, but it wasn't them, and maybe it was from one of the other teams. I can't remember. We've had so many people here today, so I asked my village, I said, "Why aren't the roofing team here today? Why weren't they here yesterday when we requested?" Let me get out of the wind again. When I requested the work permit for them to work on Sunday because they asked for that, and he said, "Well, 2 people had called in sick from the team, so they won't be coming out until tomorrow." Okay, so tomorrow, maybe we'll have a roof on the house. I don't know. So I just did a dry fitting of the second stainless steel door, and it seems like it fits okay. I'll pull that out, and then we'll put the grill itself inside. And we still have to do the, just in this spot, and this spot over here, and over here. We need to do just a little bit of the grout, and then we'll put the door back in, and then we're pretty close. I'm not going to show you what's on the back side. I'm not going to show you what happened back there. The last 7 tiles, when they were putting the tiles in, the ones that I just picked up, those tiles, they weren't set properly inside there, and they were set way too deep. When I put a level on it, the rest of the tiles were in order, but the ones on the top, I mean, they were back over 1/4 of an inch. They got set back. I'm like, this isn't right. And then I said, can you just replace those 7 tiles, pop those tiles out, and put some more mortar mix in back, some tile adhesive, and put those back on. And I turned around, and they got every one of the tiles popped off. And they said all the tiles weren't exactly lined up level, so they're going to do them all correctly. So it'll be at least a day before the backside of the grill gets done. Buzz. Also, you can see today we got some attention going on to the fence post, and you see they're putting some kind of form on the top. But if you look closely in detail, you'll say to yourself, James, this isn't going to be the same, because this box is on the inside. It's actually the same size as this all the way around. So if they fill this up with concrete, it's going to be smaller than this area right here. So what's going on? I asked the same question because I didn't know what was going on either. It has something to do with a precast that's going to be done on the top of each one of the fence posts. As soon as I get more information on what that precast is supposed to look like, it should look like what's inside our AR fencing detail that I have, the AR 901 that I showed several times on the episodes. And if I get an opportunity, I will show you again. We'll take a look and see what it looks like on the AR detail. Oh, I like this so much better, this height right here. This is nice. And this will also come up on the back to the same height on the back of the property as well. I like it. So when my crew roughed in the pipe for the AIRCON head, they roughed it in too high. So they have to drop it back down, make the connection again, and they'll be good. All right, well, it is the end of day, and I'm going to close for now. I'm not going to do a wrap-up today. I was preoccupied with a lot of things that are going on here, but you pretty much saw a lot of the stuff that was getting done today. The things that I thought was going to be done, remember at the beginning of the day, I said my priorities, and I'm happy we're going to get the roofing started again, and we're going to start working on this area right here with gravel and pipes and things like that. Well, none of that stuff got done. Of course, the roofers did not show today, but I feel secure that they will be here tomorrow. This area was not done because everybody was tasked for something different, but we did have some of the people working on the drainage pipes today. And that being said, about the drainage pipes, I had some concerns. There were some, I went down and I inspected. There were many of the joints that didn't have PVC glue, and they were just, had they thrown soil or gravel on top of it, they would have just separated, and they would have been pretty much useless. They wouldn't have been doing any of the job of getting the water, routing it to the storm sewer. So I spoke with my builder, and that was me doing a spot inspection. That's why I say oversight. Again, oversight. And he came in, and I said, and I asked him, I said, please do me a favor. The team that you have here, they are not quite as responsible as I would like them to be. And can you do the oversight for me today so I don't have to spend all my attention on that? And he did. He spent the last couple hours and he worked with them. He went down and inspected, and he saw that all the pipes that were leading out to the street had no PVC joint glue on there. And he checked for the orientation for the perforated pipes and make sure that they were in the correct orientation where the holes are towards the bottom, so as it fills up through those holes inside there. And I really appreciate him doing that and being responsive to my needs of getting these things done correctly. So that got done, and I'm happy about that. So we are moving. We have pipes now, not all the pipes, but we have pipes all the way down to the storm sewer. We haven't done the injection into it. There's a small hole inside the storm sewer culvert right now, which will allow the water that is draining now from some of the downspouts, floor drains and things like that. It's going back there, and it's working. But that's only the beginning. We have the 6-inch, the huge one that's going to be used, that's going to be leading out there, and that's for the overflow from the cistern, as well as some of the downspouts are also going to be directed to the storm sewer through that 6-inch pipe. And I'll be glad when that gets taken care of. Tomorrow, what I asked my builder to do is first thing in the morning, let's see if it happens, first thing in the morning is back here, before the soil from a torrential storm starts taking the soil and dumping on top of our nicely installed perforated pipe that's sitting on top of like 15 centimeters of gravel right now. I asked them to make sure that that gets filled in on top, then we'll do the backfill on top of that. But it's going to be tight, because what happens, these guys, and I've showed you multiple times, when they cut the wall, when they dig into the side where they're going to be doing anything for like concrete hollow blocks, they always do it on an angle. They start at the very bottom, it's exactly the width that they need, but as they're cutting up, it starts, the wall starts sloping in, which is what you see here. You see the narrow gap between the where we're going to have plants and palm trees and stuff over here, and where the wall is only maybe 1.5 inches of space. But at the very bottom, there's probably about 6 inches of space down there. Again, so I told them, have them very careful when they're putting the gravel inside there so it doesn't cave in that dirt. Because the thing is, you don't want the dirt on top of your perforated pipe. Even though it has the sock on there, you don't want mud filling up that area and trying to clog up those holes inside there. Then it will be useless. So tomorrow again, I'm hoping roofing, attention to drainage. I hope my other guys will be. We don't have the full team. The guys that were digging over here, they weren't here today, and we have to finish the digging up here to finish putting these perforated pipes in that we have right here. So we need to get that completed. I told them my priorities: roof and drainage. So hopefully that gets done. We'll see. Anyway, it was a good day today. We have to end on a positive note because we had a lot of positive stuff done today. The folks from Cold Avenue, the AIRCON folks here, they've been working diligently, about a half a day's worth of work, maybe a little bit more than a half a day's worth of work, and they got a lot of the piping installed. So I'm excited about that happening. We got some of the finishing done on this inside the house. And on the fence post, we got the forms in place for the precast that's going to come later on. Also, we're doing the corrections to the to the fence. You see over here, you see how much it's dropped down. Now, I like this so much better. They're gonna have to cut this as well, but they cut on this side and they're working their way around the back area back there. They'll have to cut this and this one right here, and so we're making progress. All in all, it was a good day, and tomorrow I expect to be an even better day. So I'm going to close for now, get home, get this edited, and get this out to you as soon as possible. Again, the last 2 days, I apologize, and it's not my fault. It's PLDT. I start the upload and it just stalls, and actually what I've been having to do just to get it to start, I've been having to VPN to my server, my VPN server in the US, but it's a lot slower when I do that, but at least it uploads. But every time I try to upload directly from in-country, I get errors and it won't allow me to do the upload. I hope PLDT gets that fixed pretty soon. I've seen this problem before over here, and it's usually 3, 4, 5, 7 days, and then it gets fixed. But anyway, let me close for now. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. And once you do, you will be subscribed and you'll be notified each time I upload a new video like today. So anyway, until tomorrow, which is going to be Tuesday, which is going to be build day 212. Yes, 212 days of construction out here at Villa FELIZ. You have a wonderful and blessed day.